Shalom, shalom, shalom. All praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rekakadash. Double honors goes to the elders and apostles of GMS. Salutations to the hopeful elect. This is Arabiah coming at you with a quick lesson from the Chicago camp. I titled this lesson, Trump's Plan. So I got this quick video that was talking about Trump's plan on the market. I don't want to say the wrong thing, but it goes into pretty much what the plan is for America because of the position that they're put in right now. You know, I thought it was very interesting, so I want to show some pieces of it, do a little something on it. So anyway, before I play this video, I wanted to read a quick scripture. I want to go to Job chapter 14. I'm going to start at verse 4. It says, who can bring a clean thing out of an unclean? Not one. Seeing that his days are determined, the number of months are with thee, thou hast appointed a bounds that he cannot pass. So there's a bounds that this man that's in power, the so-called white man, Esau, he can't pass. You know, and he's getting to his point. He's coming to the end. You know, so now he must do things to stay in power. You know, so that's what you see with this video, is that he's changing laws, he's making laws to stay in power, you know, and it's going to be to no avail. He's going to end up going into slavery. But right now, while he has a little power still left, he's doing, you know, making big changes. You know, I want to read one more scripture. I want to go to Revelations chapter 12, verse 12. It says, therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe unto the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he had but a short time. So, excuse me. So, you know, America knows that their time is short here, and the door is closed and the clock is getting to the end, and they have to do something. So these are ditch efforts, you know, crashing the economy or changing laws to stay in power. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and play this. Check this out.
Donald Trump is about to unleash a financial disaster so massive that you'll forget every other collapse in history. On a global level, Trump is preparing to crash the entire world stock market. Now you might be asking, if the markets crash, how does that benefit America? Wouldn't the whole world suffer, including the US? Let me break down the story for you. You've all seen Trump's recklessness lately. Tariff after tariff, crashes everywhere, trade wars burning like wildfire. And now Trump's next big move is to deliberately crash the entire stock market worldwide.
Wow.
Why? Because China has started offloading U.S. Treasury bonds. Remember, America owes China about $1.2 trillion with an interest rate of 3 or 4%. China is rapidly selling those bonds. They can't sell them all at once or the value would collapse. But slowly, they've already cut holdings from $750 billion down near $700 billion. And when China sells, the rest of the world follows. Investors everywhere are dumping U.S. treasuries. For those who don't know, bonds are basically loans given to a country, guaranteed by the government. You can cash them anytime. So China is trying to escape the U.S. dollar. What's Trump's response? He wants to crash the global stock market so brutally that you'll forget even the 1929 Great Depression. Here's how. The U.S. national debt is now at $37 trillion. Trump, as president in 2025, has to deal with this mountain of debt. But the U.S. doesn't have the money. So what's the trick? Trump wants investors to run away from stocks, crypto, and gold, so that the only safe option left in the world looks like U.S. Treasury bonds. Think about it. Crypto can give traders 20-25% returns, the stock market around 11-12%. But U.S. bonds only give 3-4%. Nobody wants them unless everything else collapses. That's why Trump is determined to crash the system. He'll drive down stocks, crash gold, hit every possible investment, forcing the world into bonds, and through those bonds, he'll pay off U.S. debt. Meanwhile, everyday people suffer. Inflation skyrockets, recession hits hard, jobs vanish, retirement funds like 401(k)s get wiped out. And while ordinary people panic, insiders around Trump make billions. Here's the scheme. They know exactly when Trump is going to post or make a move. They dump stocks right before the market tanks, then buy back at the bottom. And when
Wow, you hear that? I'm listening to this. I want to read a quick scripture. I want to go to Psalms chapter 36, verse 1. It says, to the chief musician, the Psalm of David, the servant of Yahweh, the transgression of the wicked saith within their heart, there is no fear of God before his eyes. Verse 2, it says, he flattered himself in his own eyes until his iniquity be found to be hateful. Verse 3, it says, the word of his mouth are iniquity and deceit. That's this man right here. Everything he does is in wickedness, lies. It says he had left off to be wise and to do good. That's what happens with America. They're trying to save the earth. Everything that they're doing, they're trying to help humanity. But in the underlying fact, or in the back, or as time progresses, you find out that it's just to line their pockets. So it's just for them to take land or steal, kill, and destroy the earth. Verse 4 says, he deviseth mischief upon his bed. He set himself in a way that is not good. He adoreth evil. It says, verse 5 says, thy mercy, O Lord, is in the heavens, and thy faithfulness reacheth unto the clouds. So this is talking about Esau and his characteristics, man. Everything that he does is on the left-hand side. It's of wickedness. And that's what you see here with this trade. This is going to crash, and, it's going to cause chaos in the earth. Go ahead and let this play.
Trump makes another announcement, the market soars again. Billions, no, trillions are being made in this manipulation. And these same billionaires will fund Trump's campaigns. This chaos is global. Tariffs on China, tariffs on India, tariffs on Russian oil. Nobody knows what's coming next. iPhones, tech, supply chains, everything is disrupted. Inflation is rising everywhere, even in America, while military troops are deployed in Washington and LA. India has now joined BRICS, trying to escape the dollar system. Wow. China is openly saying they'll leave the U.S. financial system entirely. If that happens, the U.S. dollar collapses on its own. And yet Trump's game is clear. Crash the markets, push everyone into bonds, buy time to manage debt, even if the American people end up on the streets. This is the reality of the storm that's building. A crisis upon crisis, chaos upon chaos. And behind it all, Trump's inner circle, manipulating the system for unimaginable profit.
Yep.
Stay tuned. The storm is just beginning. This is Truth Uncovered. Don't forget to like, share, and drop your thoughts in the... Right now...
Wow. So it says in the scripture, that this man is wicked, and this is their own tongue is going to fall. Let's get that. Let's go to Psalms chapter 64, verse 5. It says, they encourage themselves in the evil manner. They commune of lying snares privately. They say, who shall see them? They search out iniquities. They accomplish a diligent search. Both the inward thoughts of every one of them in their heart is deep. But God shall shoot at them with an arrow, and suddenly shall they be wounded. Listen to this, verse 8. So they shall make their own tongue fall upon themselves, and all that see them shall flee away. So this is a perfect example of their own tongue is falling on them, and you're getting to see who these people really are. This video just said that, if this goes through, if they crash this economy, people are going to be homeless. People are going to be out there starving. This country doesn't care. It just wants to stay in power. That's the whole thing, is to keep its firm grip, and the wealthy, the elite, stay elite. They stay powerful. The only fight that we have as the hopeful elect people of the Lord is that we got to stay close to these scriptures. Roughly paraphrasing Isaiah 33:6 said the wisdom of these scriptures are going to be our stability. So we have to stay close to that and believe that. I want to give all praises and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rekakadash. Double honors goes to the elders and apostles of GMS. Salutations to the hopeful elect. Shalom till next time, Lord willing. Shalom.